a lot of people are asking. They want to know if there's like DLC planned and what they can expect for the future, and like how you guys are listening to the community, that sort of thing. So could you speak to that? Obviously, nothing's really been announced so far, but
yeah. Well, we haven't officially announced anything so far. I mean, it's probably it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know we're going to work on DLC for this mode.
So we can expect new content.
Of course. Yeah, you can expect new content, and we're going to be diving deeper. You know, one of the things the community's really asked for was like more of a backstory in the mode.
Sure.
You know, where do we come from? You know, all we tell you when you first play the point of contact map is that, you know, you need to make it all the way to the crater, you need to set off the tactical nuke,
Yeah.
and you need to get back out of there. We don't really tell you anything else. It's just kind of a mystery. You know, the backstory that was unfolded through the COD Ghosts is, you know, if you played the campaign mission, the Odin is the satellite, and
Yeah.
it has like these rods of God, these kinetic missiles that get errantly fired down onto the planet. Backstory for Extinction is one of these hits a dormant volcano in Colorado and unleashes these aliens that devastate the area, and you're sent in, you know, a week or so after that event to eradicate them all, set the nuke off, and clean the area up.
So it seems like there's a lot of room to grow there, like to really kind of expand upon that and kind of take players to different parts of that. Obviously, I'm just posturing. You guys aren't saying anything. This is all just me. But it'd be great to actually kind of hear your thoughts in terms of like how you guys came to the idea of doing aliens of all things. I mean, obviously, there's a whole universe of creatures you could choose.
Yeah,
and
could have been wolves. Could have been wolves.
It could have been wolves.
Like,
I mean, yeah.
been supernatural creatures.
So what was the process of like kind of determining to go to aliens and kind of how those conversations kind of progressed?
Well, initially we had a brainstorming session. There were lots of ideas. I think dinosaurs came up with one. But that's just silly. That's silly. Aliens, I've always been a fan of aliens. I'm a sci-fi fan, and a lot of people are. We wanted to do an evolution of survival
Right.
from previously, and we wanted to change up the gameplay model. We wanted to more focused on the gunplay, where it's not just horizontal, but it's also vertical, and it's also change of pace and change of engagement distance fairly rapidly, because these guys are not threatening from afar, most of them, and they have to get really close.
And they can like hang on walls and stuff. Like they're really fast, and they're actually like there's a lot of variety in terms of like how fast they can be, and it gets progressively harder.
Yeah, different type of aliens there would be a whole spreadsheet about how much faster they'll be moving, how much likely they would start to jump, and how much likely they'll leap against you when they're close enough. And all these things are, it's a new area that we haven't dived in before, and I thought that would be really fun to work on and really fun to play for Call of Duty.
And then in terms of the environment, like what made you guys think, like, because obviously it's kind of a rural area, like what was the thought process there to kind of take it to that as opposed to something like a more urban landscape?
Creepy town. You know,
Pretty cliche.
Yeah, you look at like pictures of places like one of our designers, Brittany, shout out, is from Savannah or went to school in Savannah, and there's all these like old oak trees with like
The low hanging, like,
low
vegetation
hanging
stuff.
and like moss hanging down, and you know you got that kind of creepy woodsy vibe at night when the fog rolls in and stuff. So we kind of latched onto that imagery.
Yeah.
Survival horror-ish feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.